Assalamu alaikum boys and girls. Today's lecture is large scale and lasting changes. I hope what we have studied up till now is all clear to all of you. Now this topic that is large scale and lasting changes. There are few additional principles for this approach, and we will start with principle number 1. That is, economists often choose a macroeconomics approach to achieve large-scale and lasting changes. Any change must clearly support the mission and goals of the organization. And principle number 3 is, any change must clearly reflect the culture and values of the organization. Large-scale and lasting changes is unlikely to occur unless all relevant aspects of a system are involved. Large-scale and lasting changes is unlikely unless all workers of all levels understand and agree with the need for change. Dictated changes do not last. Attitude and belief changes do last. So the approach is to induce attitudinal changes in workers. And next principle is, large scale and lasting changes is more likely when workers of all levels help identify problems and solutions, that is participatory economics. Next principle is, large scale and lasting changes occur when each individual recognizes his or her role. Large scale lasting changes occur more readily when participatory economics methods are conducted from top down, bottom up, and sideways in. So top down means from higher authorities to lower towards workers, and from bottom up to from workers to higher authorities. Large scale and lasting changes tend to occur when applied more carefully, and it must not be introduced quickly. Next principle is, although evidence-based design can persuade others that change is necessary, both the evidence and the display of evidence must be relevant to the viewers. Overall system change sets the stage so that targeted changes can occur in a climate of acceptance, yielding and the greatest results. And the last principle is, top level support is essential, that is most necessary. Okay, boys and girls, our next and last topic is, when should a practitioner use a microeconomics approach? A microeconomics approach is appropriate when identified problem is in limited scope. So here example is conducting an evaluation and finding a solution for a single individual with a history of back pain or back surgery who could be benefited from a sportive chair and a better workstation design. So when a clinician is dealing with a single patient and dealing with his or her single problem, so that comes under microeconomics approach. Now let's discuss limitations. These limitations in resources can also dictate a microeconomics approach. So for macroeconomics approach, it is that is impossible without sufficient funds. So to apply macroeconomics approach, there must be sufficient funds, personal's time, and interest on the part of client as well as on the part of supervisor. And when resources are limited, a linear stepwise approach can be used for problem solving and giving preference to those issues that are most important and implementing solution as resources become available. And now the last paragraph is many economists move from micro to macro economics approach. So economists start with microeconomics and then move forward towards macroeconomics approach using low hanging fruit approach. So what is that? A low hanging fruit, that is quick achievement of lesser goals. When you will start with lesser goals, you need less resources and less energy to fuel future work, to make bigger achievement, to make bigger and lasting changes. That's the end of today's lecture.